Catholic bishops across the country firing back at Vice President Joe Biden for these claims he made Thursday night's debate.
Let me make it absolutely clear. No religious institution, Catholic or otherwise, including Catholic Social Services, Georgetown Hospital, Mercy, any hospital, none has to either refer for contraception, none has to pay for contraception, none has to be a vehicle to get contraception in any insurance policy they provide. That is a fact. That is a fact.
So, is it a fact or is it malarkey? Let's ask Fox News religion contributor Jonathan Morris. Father, nice to see you this morning.
Good morning, guys.
Much has been made about those comments, of course, and immediately people said, wait a second, there are a number of lawsuits being filed against the Obama administration as it relates to this very issue. Why would they be filing lawsuits if none of this were true? What was your response?
Well, Paul Ryan actually made that point before he was interrupted. But what we're seeing here is a strategy, a plan, a decision to go into a debate and say something that everyone who looks at the facts would say, this is not true. And we heard the emphatic statement there by the vice president saying, this is a fact. This is a fact. In fact, it's not true.
How will Catholic churches or institutions or hospitals have to pay for it when he says they will not?
Sure. Let me read what the bishops of the United States, okay, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, who measure their words very carefully. Listen to what they said. Right after he said that, they say, this is not a fact. This is their response. The HHS mandate contains a narrow four-part exemption for certain religious employers. That exemption was made final in February and does not extend to, quote, Catholic Social Services, Georgetown Hospital, Mercy Hospital, any hospital. The very examples that he gave that said it will not affect them, in fact, it does. They go on to say, or any other religious charity that offers its services to all, regardless of the faith of those served.
They also haven't satisfied any of the religious colleges or universities here. So does this stoke back up the fight? I mean, there's already 30-plus court cases, lawsuits against this mandate. Does it?
Why would the Archdiocese of New York, why would Notre Dame University, who invited the president to speak there, why would they be suing the federal government over something that really actually will not affect them? This is a case not so much of a debate over HHS mandate, but it's a case of what are you willing to say as a politician that isn't true simply to serve your strategic purposes.
Right.
These would fact checkers would say, sorry, Vice President Biden, you're either woefully ignorant about it or you're just telling a bold-faced lie.
This week, after the debate, we're going to have the Al Smith dinner, which is where both sides will come together. Cardinal Dolan will be there, President Obama and Governor Romney will be there, and it'll sort of break bread and have a fun time. They'll be telling jokes. It'll be sort of like those correspondence dinners. Do you expect any controversy to pop up during that dinner?
Well, most definitely. First of all, Cardinal Dolan has been widely critiqued on both sides of the issues for his decision, both sides of the political spectrum, for his decision to invite them. This is a long tradition that it's inviting them to eat dinner. Cardinal Dolan has been very clear that by suing the federal government, he's in major disagreement with the president. A lot of people have said, well, then how can you eat with him? What he said is, I will eat or pray with anyone. And I will be very clear of what I stand for. So, yes, some people are going to say, you shouldn't be getting a picture with him. What he said is, there is a place in politics, and there's a place in society for being kind to each other, even with those that I disagree with.
If more people ate together, it might be
I was going to say, Clayton always talks about when
country.
Both sides used to come together.
Yeah, during the Reagan years, they disagree on Capitol Hill, then they all go out for a beer. Yeah. They got more done during those years. All right, Father John.
John, thank you.
Thanks, guys, for
having a
having
great
me.
Sunday.